In May 2024, Weigel Broadcasting, owner of over-the-air networks like MeTV, Heroes and Icons, and Catchy Comedy, announced plans to launch a new network called MeTV Toons, an offshoot of MeTV dedicated to nothing but classic animation. Fans yearning for something similar to the early days of Cartoon Network and Boomerang rejoiced. This announcement came after MeTV spent the last 5 years consistently experimenting with animation on their lineup. So, before we talk about MeTV Toons, let's take a look at some of the recent history of animation on MeTV. As far back as 2012, MeTV ran a short-lived Saturday morning block called Anna-Me-TV. Yeah, I'm glad that name didn't stick. Running from April 7th through October 6th of that year, the 3-hour block featured He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, as well as She-Ra, Princess of Power. Gumby and Mr. Magoo shorts were also aired here. That's quite a contrast you got going on there. But after October 6th, animation was very seldomly seen on the network. On September 30th, 2019, MeTV began airing the Flintstones every weeknight. This experiment must have done really well, as the beginning of 2021 saw even more animated programming being added to the network. Starting January 2nd, MeTV began airing Saturday morning cartoons, again, at 7 a.m. and this time more permanently. This 3-hour block focuses on theatrical cartoons like Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Popeye, Betty Boop, and more. They even played the Pink Panther shorts at one point. The following Monday, the anthology series Tune In With Me started airing weekday mornings at 7. This hour-long show is hosted by Bill the Cartoon Curator and Toonie the Tuna. It usually features around 5 or 6 cartoons per episode that are centered around a specific theme. Many of the tunes are remastered from their original negatives, and some of them have had their remasters shown publicly for the first time through the show. In between the cartoons, Bill and Toonie may give fun facts pertaining to an episode's theme.
You know, during basketball's golden age of the 80s and 90s, Jordan was the reason that plenty of great teams never won a title.
Jordan trash-talked Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, and the Monstars.
Toonie, you do know that Space Jam was just a movie, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, hey.
Interview special guests, take quizzes given by Mr. Quizzer, or even go on a road trip. As of December 31st, 2024, the show is 863 episodes strong and counting. On February 21st, the first season of The Jetsons began airing on Sunday mornings alongside the Flintstones. After the MeTV Plus network launched in May 2021, an extra 3-hour block of cartoons aired there every Sunday night at 8. Fast forward to September 2nd, 2023, and Woody Woodpecker and Friends joined MeTV's Saturday morning lineup. All of Walter Lance's characters and cartoons are showcased here. These shorts were also added to Tune In With Me's rotation. May 2nd, 2024 saw the official announcement of MeTV Toons, with a promotional video and website. Animation historian Jerry Beck was tapped to help curate content for the network, while voice actor Bob Bergen was chosen as the network's announcer. MeTV Toons officially launched on Tuesday, June 25th, 2024 at 6 a.m. Eastern, with an all-new HD remaster of Captain Planet and the Planeteers as the network's first program. Other big highlights from the network's first weekday lineup were Beetlejuice, Inspector Gadget, Underdog, Yogi's Gang, and Rocky and Bullwinkle. Familiar fan favorites included the Smurfs, Wacky Races, Peter Potamus, Adam Ant, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and Scooby-Doo. The network also airs separate blocks for specific theatrical cartoons. Those are Casper and Company, which focuses on the Harvey Toon shorts. Bugs Bunny and Friends showcases Merry Melodies and Looney Tunes. Popeye and Pals also includes UPA, Betty Boop, and Screen Gems cartoons. The Tom and Jerry Show is home to all the MGM characters. and the Woody Woodpecker Show is home to all the Walter Lantz shorts. Now, I enjoy most of these blocks, but I gotta be honest, Casper is not for me. I really tried. It's just too repetitive and his company's not much better. Luckily, Tune In With Me airs reruns each weeknight at 11:30. And watching Tune In With Me this late at night is kind of a vibe, to be honest. Late nights are quite unique, especially past 1 a.m. Speed Racer is airing on US television for the first time since 1999, and on the other hand, Marine Boy hasn't aired since the late 60s. Even later at night than this is some pretty cool stuff that we'll get to in a bit. The network's weekend lineup debuted on Saturday, June 29th, and highlights included Alf Tales and Alf the Animated Series, as well as Hysteria, which hadn't been seen on American television since around 2001. I kinda hate that I missed out on this show, cause as a kid that loved history, I would have enjoyed it. Some of the shows with significantly shorter runs air exclusively on the weekends. Top Cat, Johnny Quest, Josie and the Pussycats, Duck Dodgers, Two Stupid Dogs, and Freakazoid. On Sunday mornings, the network airs The Greatest Adventure Stories from the Bible. This was a 13-episode hanna-barbera series that lasted from 1985 until 1992, but it never aired on television until now, and was only previously available through home media releases. The Hanna-Barbera series Wait Till Your Father Gets Home airs Sunday nights at 11:30, as this show is geared more towards an adult audience and can be considered a precursor to a lot of the adult animated series of today. An older anthology series called Totally Tuned In airs Sunday nights from midnight to 3 a.m. Unfortunately, none of the cartoons in this show are remastered to today's standards, so it's mostly used as filler. Aside from the aforementioned cartoon blocks, MeTV Toons has quite a few more programming blocks to offer. Cartoon All-Stars airs twice a day, Monday through Friday, and once on Saturday. This 1-hour block combines all the theatrical cartoon blocks into one. There's even a 3-hour edition on Sunday nights starting at 8. The Known Strings Attached block airs weeknights from 3 to 6 a.m. and showcases the Super Marionation puppet shows from Jerry Anderson. Thunderbirds, Supercar, Captain Scarlet, Joe 90, and Fireball XL5. Even though these technically aren't cartoons, I think it's neat that these are still able to have a presence on TV. On Saturday nights from 2 to 6 a.m., the Totally Animated 80s block showcases some radical shows from the 80s. Police Academy, The Real Ghostbusters, Challenge of the GoBots, The Completely Mental Misadventures of Ed Grimley, and Mr. T. I had never seen Mr. T or Ed Grimley before this, so this was really neat to see for the first time. Police Academy and Ghostbusters air outside the block every day except for Sunday. Joining these two movie-based adaptations outside the block is the Mask Animated Series. Sunday afternoons feature blocks dedicated to the Flintstones and Scooby-Doo franchises. Flintstones Family Sundays airs from 1 to 3 p.m. and showcases different spin-offs, specials, or movies. Scooby-Doo Sunday Specials airs directly after, usually until 5 p.m., and uses the same concept as the Flintstones block. MeTV Toons bumpers and promos are quite flashy and promote the shows effectively and to the point. Bob Bergen's voiceover is perfect for the tone the network is going for.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes out both far and near for speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder.
There's no need to fear, Underdog is here.
Weekday mornings at 9, 8 Central on
Just below me.
MeTV Toons.
His enthusiastic yet sometimes over-the-top delivery really helps sell the idea that the network really cares about the medium of animation. He even switches up his narration style on occasion. For example,
The totally animated 80s now returns on MeTV Toons.
There are a few stand-in announcers for when Bergen is not available to voice a promo, and they all do a great job for the same reasons.
We're back with more classic cartoons.
On another note, I dig the logo. Sure, it's quite simple, but the Toons wordmark really stands out to me. Kinda gives off that retro feel. One of the interstitials is called Cartoon College, a segment that takes anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes to explain fun facts related to shows on the network. Bergen's narration style here is a nice touch, might I add.
1967 saw the last creative gasp of the Warner's animation studio before the doors closed in 1969. New characters were created that year, but none of them quite did the trick.
Quick Sticks is another interstitial that showcases short clips, and MeTV Toons highlights musical numbers. MeTV Toons Tidbits gives out quick facts during commercials, and there's also trivia questions as well. Post-launch, the network has done a great job at replacing shows that have finished their runs, by usually replacing them with spin-offs or related programs. For example, Yogi's Space Race was the first show to be added to the lineup after launch, replacing Yogi's Gang. When Wacky Races finished its run, The Perils of Penelope Pitstop took its place. The Scooby-Doo Show replaced Where Are You? And Secret Squirrel replaced Adam Ant. Other network additions and replacements included Galaxy Goof-Ups, Yogi's Treasure Hunt, Laugh Olympics, Yo Yogi, Dastardly and Muttley and Their Flying Machines, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, and just a few more Scooby-Doo spin-offs. The second season of The Jetsons began airing on July 23rd, which was significant because only the first season aired on MeTV. The series would complete its first full run through MeTV Toons on September 19th with the Season 3 finale. The Super Friends made their MeTV Toons debut on Sunday, October 6th, with a mini marathon from 8 to 10 p.m. before joining the afternoon lineup the next day. Before I forget to mention, some of the shows already on the network have gotten their broadcast masters upgraded to HD over time. Cartoon College and other interstitials are updated regularly to keep things fresh. There's so many of them, it's hard to keep track. One of the first special events on the network was Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash on July 27th, celebrating that Squooey Wabbit's 74th birthday. The marathon of classic Bugs cartoons lasted from 10 a.m. until 6 a.m. the next morning. Every 4 hours, the cartoons were given a break to make room for the original MeTV Toons documentary, Hairs to Bugs. This hour-long documentary focused on what made the Wabbit a long-standing icon, and interviewed many people who have been involved with the Looney Tunes franchise over the years, including Chuck Jones's daughter and grandson. I recommend it if you can find it. On September 7th, MeTV Toons aired a 5-hour Beetlejuice marathon to coincide with the release of the Beetlejuice film. From October 13th through the 27th, Spooktacular Sundays aired from 1 to 8 p.m. Tons of Halloween specials and shows made their debut here, like the 1973 Addams Family cartoon, The Funky Phantom, various Scooby-Doo movies and specials, the Flintstone Comedy Show, The Flintstones Meet Rockula and Frankenstone, Bunnicula the Vampire Rabbit, Casper's Halloween Special, and a cartoon Bonanza, hosted by the House of Svengoolie. What a stacked lineup with so much variety. They meant business when they dug through the archives, cause there's truly something for everyone. And bringing Svengoolie over to the Toons Network was the cherry on top. MeTV Toons got a head start with the Christmas festivities during the first weekend of November, with 'Tis the Season for Toons, which aired on Saturday afternoons from 4 to 8 p.m. And just like Spooktacular Sundays, there were so many surprises. The Hanna-Barbera holiday specials included the Flintstones, Cave Kids, Jetsons, Yogi, Smurfs. You can never go wrong. Classic holiday specials from Rocky and Bullwinkle, Casper, and Inspector Gadget were shown too. A Christmas edition of Cartoon All-Stars aired sporadically throughout the season. But a big surprise for me was Sonic Christmas Blast. I was absolutely not expecting to see any of the animated Sonic stuff whatsoever. As a huge Sonic fan, I appreciated it. The Hollywood Hounds Christmas special aired right after that. The holiday festivities ended after a big blowout marathon on Christmas Day, featuring many of the holiday specials that had aired since November. Even on Christmas, there were a few surprises in store, including Caillou's holiday movie at 6:30 a.m.
Say psych right now, boss.
Contracts and package deals be like that sometimes. Right after that was Cabbage Patch Kids' First Christmas. Alright, I'll allow it. This time. Cabbage Patch was the last of the holiday specials to premiere. Oh no, I didn't forget Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day featured a marathon called Rabbits, Ducks, and No Turkeys, focused solely on Bugs and Daffy cartoons from 8 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. Black and White Friday took place the next day during the same time slot, and focused on black and white Looney Tunes, Betty Boop, and Popeye cartoons. Well, that wraps up the special events from 2024. Unfortunately, there wasn't much when it came time to celebrate the new year, but that's okay. However, Stingray took Joe 90's spot in the Known Strings Attached block on December 31st. Going into 2025, it looks like things are still just getting started. Heathcliff and Dingbat arrived on January 15th, and Heathcliff's second season featuring Marmaduke aired after season 1 finished. Hey, take a look at the House of Hanna-Barbera, a new 2-hour block airing 6 days a week beginning February 17th, featuring newly remastered Hanna-Barbera shorts. I mean, we're talking like 20 different series here. I'm so excited for this. The network even announced that the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series will be coming later this year, and I cannot wait. I've had a blast watching MeTV Toons for the last 6 months or so. It just keeps getting better. But how do you feel about MeTV Toons so far? Let's talk in the comments. If you want to find MeTV Toons in your area, visit their website to use their locator tool, or you can stream it through Philo or Friendly TV. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.